All right, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to this Pac interview. Let me share this tab. Salute to Jeff West. He posted this on X. I don't think they'll hit me over the head on YouTube for this. Y'all know I'm a big Pac fan. The disrespect he gets now in this internet era, it hurts me. It really hurt. Like I'll be triggered. I remember I was a kid. I was heavy Pac, and when he died, I was into the conspiracy theories. He was still alive. You know what I mean? He was like the first rap. The nigga was like a superhero when I was younger. So I came across this interview. Well, I don't know if it's never before seen. I never seen it. They say it's from CNN. CNN just published a long lost Tupac interview given shortly after his release from the pen. So we're gonna play this, and I'll stop it here and there, add my commentary. Trust and man, child, I know y'all dozing off, so I'm gonna keep my voice low for y'all. I might chime in. So if y'all in bed, use this as an ASMR, and I'll see y'all in the car tomorrow 6 p.m. Everybody else, make sure you hit the like. Let's get into this Pac interview. It's 14 minutes. If it's good, we'll go through the whole thing. We got nothing but time.
Video.
Yeah,
How's it been going so far?
excellent, excellent. I've been out, I think, already 8, 9 days. We've already finished 18 songs. We're gonna do a double album, release it this Christmas, called Life Goes On. We're gonna do the double album, but sell it for like a single album. It's just I'm giving my fans like an extra album just for supporting me, helping me go number one while I was live.
So he's saying he was gonna name the double album "Life Goes On." It wasn't "All Eyes on Me" at first. It actually says it in here. He opens up about the double disc album, then called "Life Goes On." All right, so boom, that's one gem you get.
Lockdown. I'm gonna just give them a double album for the price of one. So we're working on that. It's real good. I got a song with Snoop and Nate Dogg, Corrupt, Faith Evans, doing one with Operation from the Bottom and Ray.
With who? Who'd he say? Hold on, man, child.
Supporting me, helping me go number one while I was locked down. I'm gonna just give them a double album for the price of one. So we're working on that. It's real good. I got a song with Snoop and Nate Dogg, Corrupt, Faith Evans, doing one with Operation from the Bottom and Rage and Dre, and it's jam packed. I think it's good.
God, you've got everybody there.
Yeah, I think so.
That's great.
Trying to do the best I can.
How do you feel creatively? Do you feel like this is maybe the most creative time in your life so far?
I think so. So far, it's like now I'm coming with just brainstorm after brainstorm. It feels like everything is just dropping out of me. I've already written a movie called Live to Tell. I got the half of 2 other movies I already started writing about halfway through. I'm producing 3 groups simultaneously, rapping on all of that. I'm involved with the marketing of this album with the other groups as well. I'm working on a project with Al Sharpton and some community leaders and some former gangbangers trying to like take the hood back, get like maybe by next year, we'll be having like a rap league. Like Tupac will have his own football league, my own basketball league, my own.
Keep in mind, he was about what, 24 here, maybe 25 here. He passed that 25, so he got to be 25 or going into being 25.
Everything, every sport that you play in the hood. And Tretch will have a league.
FBR was good.
And Coolio will have his league, and Snoop will have his league, and Dre have his league, and we'll play against each other. Wouldn't that be raw? Take the hood back. So we're going to do that. Have block parties again in all the neighborhoods. I'm going to get all the rappers together. I just want us to stop through the worst hoods in America and, take them back. all of us, even the community, not like us going out to their neighborhood, taking their hood, but people taking their own community back, feeling empowered by their own uh, their own positive points, their own strength, you know. I think if we do that, we'd be all right. Plus, at the same time, if we register all of those voters by November, they'll have to recognize us as being important and as being somebody that they need to impress come election time. So I want to help organize that as well as do all of this music and acting and things like that.
God, you're a busy man.
I try to be. I try to be.
Let's hit on some of those. I want to know more about each of the individual things you talked about. Now, as far as your music goes, are we going to see a different side? Has your music changed that much?
It depends on who wants to change. If has it changed as far as C. Dolores Tucker and Bob Dole? No, probably be worse. Has it changed in terms of people who like my music, fans of my music? I believe so. I believe that I've grown. I believe that when the last album was really sad and reflective and like almost talking about death in every song, this album is more celebratory of life, upbeat, energetic, fun, I think. But it's also harsher in terms of the language because I've been in jail for 11 and a half months. I wasn't about to come out and censor the thoughts that were in my head. They were like building on top of each other. So I just went in there and released it as is. However, what I will do to show how responsible I am now, to show how mature I am now, is I will release a clean album with all of the songs I did. If I do a double album, I'll release a regular album with all clean songs for the kids. But besides that, this album is NC-17 all the way.
Do you think that's a good compromise for, for maybe the smaller kids that aren't real comfortable with that, yet
No
it's
doubt.
not ruining your integrity?
Right. What it is that we were never unreasonable rappers. We were just never asked. They just attacked us, you know. And if we would have saw them attacking all kind of violent things like Arnold Schwarzenegger movies and Sylvester Stallone, it would have been.
Hey, Chad. I'm gonna ask y'all something. Why, as I'm watching this, I start thinking about Ye? Can y'all tell me why? I don't know what happened. I just start thinking about Ye, listening to Pac talk. I don't want to compare the two. I'm just saying.
Been a different thing, I would say, oh, well, wait a minute, we should change. But they just attacked us. And the reason that they attacked us is because we have no voting power and because we don't give money to Dole's presidential campaign and we don't know how to court those politicians. So therefore, they turn their backs on us and they use us to get votes. Because right now, since there's no problem in Russia, there's no problem anywhere else, it's time to pick on the rappers because we are becoming, a threat to the nation's security when we're not really. We are a part of this nation. But so I believe that given the chance, we will always be responsible. As soon as I figured out that the way that this is happening is because we write for adults. Adults play the music, adults like it, then little kids want to hear it, so they hear it, and they get to learning the words verbatim, not understanding what I'm saying in context of the song. They're just taking it as this is it. So if I say bitch, they're going just, bitch, 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 not knowing what I mean by bitch. They don't know how I make love to a woman. They don't know how I treat my mother. They don't know how I treat a woman. They only heard me say bitch in this one song and think that's how I treat all women when it's not true. So by having a clean album, I think we'll be able to do that. Also by explaining myself, talking, going to these schools, having a little league, doing the things that I want to do, I'll be able to talk more. I'll be able to represent myself more, not just for me, but for all rappers, because we are deeper than we are being portrayed through our protractors, the people who criticize us, like Miss Tucker and Miss.
Message across to your critics, what would it be?
I'm not mad at you, and I understand what you're doing. I'm not like on some, I hate Dolores Tucker. I'm not mad at them. I think that what they're doing, like I said, is using us to become somebody.
You know what? I tweet this all the time, but C. Dolores Tucker was right. She knew the rap music was gonna get to us, and now look, you can see right now what's going on with the Dirk trial and the drill music. See, Dolores tried to tell us. It's crazy. I had to be an old nigga to see that. I know man child with me.
Not that she wasn't anybody before, not that Dole wasn't anybody before, but let's look at who he was before. He was an over-the-hill politician who really, he was too harsh for the world. You know, for the United States really to pick as a president, we would look at Dole and go, he's too much to the extreme. Plus, he's too old. We've seen what Reagan did. We're not going through that again. However, if he becomes the man that says, I'll rid the world of these horrible, evil rappers, then he becomes somebody. And Miss Tucker, she was just another one of the ladies you see at church. They're going like, you know, y'all give my respect. Y'all better do who we give our respect to all the time anyway. But to make herself more important, she attacked us. Because now with a black person, especially a black woman attacking rappers, oh, it's not just white people saying it. And so now she's somebody. So I'm not mad. You know, I'm glad that they can come up off of us, you know. But all I'm saying is be fair. And if it was just our music, then let's just talk about the music. But how can they ban my records? And they're talking about I'm a gangster rapper. You can listen to my songs with Dear Mama and Shed So Many Tears, Keep Your Head Up. I find that to be very responsible lyrics, more responsible even than some of these other groups who they're ignoring. You know, the rock groups, who I don't even want to get into a big, we get it bad, they don't, we're all musicians, but they even recognize that it's just like the rappers were getting too much power in terms of selling power and representation in the world, MTV, everywhere we was going, so they're going to cut it down. And instead of just snatching us away, they figure they'll cut down the topics we can talk about, but that won't make the things go away, you know. I know I'm going on, but it's like, if the guy that discovered AIDS, right? The guy that first found the virus. Let's say he found the virus, but didn't talk about it. People would still be dying from AIDS, but no one would know what they were dying from, and no one would know what it was called. So that's the same thing, you know. Thug life is not going to go away. You know, I'm just a person that discovered it. I'm telling you about it. I'm telling you how it is. And you can figure out how to prevent yourself from either being in thug life or being a victim of thug life, or at the best. At the worst, you'll understand us. You'll understand why these kids act this way, why their jeans sagging, why they're so mad at the world. If you listen to the music, you understand. It's not taunting you. If anything, it's letting you see how the type of life you live.
Okay.
As far as doing a clean album, do you think that there are some people who are going to look at that and say it's a cop-out, it's...
Hey, Pierre asks, is hip hop a net negative? I'm not gonna say that. I love hip hop too much to say that. So I'm gonna just say no. It's not net negative. It's nasty parts of it, and hip hop has influenced a lot of nasty work, but I can't say it's a net negative.
trying to be commercial, trying to get in another part of the marketplace? How do you respond to that?
I really don't care how they feel. The people who say you're a cop-out are the biggest cowards of the pack, usually. To me, it's that saying. How does that saying go? It's like some people see things happening, some people make things happen, and some people just talk about it. Something like that, you know? That's how I feel. I'm one of the people that make things happen. Then there are people that just sit and talk about the things that I make happen. And then there's other people who just wish they can make things happen. And that's how I feel, you know? There's some people that go, if I'm too hard, they go, oh, he's too hard. If I compromise and put out a clean record, oh, look, cop out, he ain't real. You know what I mean? If I say, lady, oh, look at him, he's sprung, they got him all, they changed him all. If I say bitch, oh, he hates women, misogynist, blah, 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 blah. So you can't please everybody, nor do I want to. I just be myself. That's it, you know, I'm satisfied. As long as I'm satisfied, as long as I can play the album to my mother. I can play any one of my albums to my mother and my hardest homeboy and my hardest gangbanger friend and still be proud of what I played. So, you know how Hugh Hefner had a dream to be a playboy.
To all the older people watching, we lucky to be able to be outside. Even if we was kids, we lucky to be outside while Pac was running around. For real. Don't take that for granted, because we got to see it up close, and we knew how it felt when Pac was outside running around. That's what these people don't understand. That get at them. They didn't feel how outside felt with Pac being around. You can't even explain it.
And I have a dream to be a boss player, and that is just to play life to the fullest and get everything I want. You know, make a goal, accomplish it, make another one, accomplish it, and keep going higher and higher. And that's why I'm happy. I'm not mad. You know, I'm not mad at nobody. It's all good, whatever. You know, I learned my lesson. If we can just be even from here, I'm cool. And let's start part 2 of Tupac's life. I'm only 24. You know, the world is just beginning. What am I going to say on my first interview? You know what I mean? That type of thing, honestly. Watching other people on TV going, I'm coming back stronger. You know, I'm going to reinforce my principles. I'm going to be more focused and deliberate about the things that I do. Also reading, like Maya Angelou helped me through, listening to Deion Ferris's album, Sarah McLachlan, every night listening to her album, she got me through it. The newest rap tapes, the video shows, comedians telling jokes about me and me wanting to get out there to make them sorry that they ever chose me to be their laughing board. Reading The Prince by Machiavelli and The Art of War by Sun Tzu, and what else did I read? I read a lot of good books. I mean, a lot of like crime novels, everything. I got into Dean Koontz in there. So that type of thing like helped me to just look at the world differently and just be like, oh, I want to write books now. I want to do movies. I want to write an autobiography. I like to just really shake the world more. I shook the world before with my anger, and now I want to shake the world with my ambition and with my love for my music and my acting and generally for my comrades.
What was the hardest part?
The hardest part was knowing that I had the #1 record in the
Hey, FBR. I think the reason people were more mature back then because you had more like you had more interaction with people. You had more like real life experiences. You had to go outside. You actually had to be outside. Kids had to be outside, getting hurt, getting dirty. It was no phones. It was none of that. So you had real experiences. Now kids, it's just different. They grew up. A lot of kids grew up just. They prefer to stay in the house. Now they on tablets. They digital. They digital babies. Slice was good. You know. All right, what we got? Oh, we only got 2 more minutes. All right, we good.
country, all across the boards. I mean, pop, rap, everything. And I was in jail. You know what I mean? Knowing that I love music and I couldn't be a part of it, no more touring, that sound of the crowd out there, and no more calling room service, no more showering when you want to shower, waking up and the noise, and I can't tell this guy be quiet because it's not my house. I'm in a house with hundreds of people, and not being able to have my own space was the hardest part, not having any private space. I'm very private. I like to write, in the bathroom, on the toilet alone, just to get that privacy. So imagine never having that privacy. That was the hardest part, and the dirt.
How'd you get treated in there?
I got treated the both extremes. There were guards who hated me because I was black. There was guards who hated me. I mean, these are separate things. One, just because I'm black. One, just because I'm a rapper. The other, because I got money. You know what I mean? And then I had prisoners who hated me for the same reasons. Then I had prisoners who loved me, as far as, as much as love as they thought they was giving me, because of the things that I did and the way that I did it, and my music and the things that it said. I had that type of thing. I had people who were jealous because they knew I'd be back, and they could see the fire, I had people who were as happy as me that I would be back. You know what I mean? And they took it upon themselves to guide me and to train me to say things to me like, remember, man, when you get out there, you got to do this, got to do this. Every day, guys would tell me, okay, Pac, why did you get in trouble? And make me tell them, because I did this, and I did this. And they go, now, how are you not going to do that again? And make me say, well, the next time I'll do this, I'll do this. And I appreciate that.
You got to remember.
Rest in peace, Pac, man. That was a good interview. Make sure you hit the